So at Harmonix, we always want to design games and software that actually connects players to music in a really, really unique and different way. And the ways we've sort of done that is with games like Rock Band that actually allow people to experience the joy of playing music. But it's always been about playing along with the music that you know and love, playing along with a Weezer song, playing along with a Fleetwood Mac song.
You're sort of following a score.
Exactly, and that's super fun. And that's super compelling, and people love doing it. It sort of makes people feel like they are rock stars and part of a band. What we've always wanted to do is give players the ability to sort of put their own stamp on the music and give them some creative freedom. And one of the ways that we're actually doing it in Rock Band 4 is this new system we've designed called Freestyle Guitar Solos. And what basically it does is it turns this instrument controller into an actual instrument. I brought an early version of Rock Band 4 here to show you today. I'm going to go into like a developer cheat that turns off the gameplay. So there's actual gameplay here and you get scored on it. But just to sort of show you how this works, I'm just going to turn that off right now.
Great.
All right, so we're playing Fleetwood Mac here, Fleetwood Mac song. And so using this guitar controller, I could actually press and hold any of these buttons here and use the strum bar, and I could play a single note. So here you go. And then if I move to the top of the neck, I get higher notes. And all the notes are always going to sound good. And they're all different notes that you play here. We have 10 buttons here you can play with. You can do some pretty cool stuff like press a note and strum up and get a bent note. It's pretty cool. You can do feedback. So you strum, you turn the guitar up, get some feedback, and get different tones out of feedback, get a little noise going on there. And that's super fun in and of itself. Like, you don't have to have any musical knowledge to play this. It's basically we know what notes are going to sound good. You just need to sort of like find them on your own and discover. You can actually play guitar licks by holding down 2 or more buttons on the guitar and just playing rhythmically like this. So it plays this repeated lick, and I can switch it up, add another button to it, like that. And I can actually play the same lick down at these top notes up here, and they get higher. And if I speed it up, so this is me. I'm just playing with some buttons here. I'm discovering different licks, strumming along, and I'm finding out what sounds good. Slow it down again. Change it up. Eddie Van Halen is like super, like, he does the finger tapping on the guitar. You don't need to know how to do that on a real guitar, but you can actually do it right here in the game. You do that by actually playing any of these notes here and just tapping. If you give me a second, I'm just going to jam, all right? Is that cool?
Let's just do it, yeah. You're feeling it.
So this is super fun, it's super compelling, it's super satisfying, and we just want to like bring the joy of playing live music, playing guitar. I mean, the idea is to be accessible to people, accessible to non-musicians. You don't need to have any musical knowledge in order to play this. We're going to teach you how to do it, we're going to make sure that you sound good, and make sure that you feel powerful, and make you feel like a guitar god. We really want to like bring that fantasy to the next level. And if you are a musician, it's actually, I'm a musician, I can play guitar, like I understand how guitar works. It's actually a lot of fun just to play with and sort of like work within the nuances of the system to figure out like how you want the guitar solo to sound. It's actually a ton of fun to do.
And so the way this is going to show up in the game actually is there's going to be specific sections in the songs where there's sort of a structure around it as well.
Yep, absolutely. So there's actually gameplay involved in this too. So I can actually show you some of that,
why don't
how
we do
that
that?
works.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sure. All right, so I'm going to play guitar solo here. So this is a freestyle section where I can do whatever I want. And this right here, it's blue, so I play these top notes up here, the big buttons at the top of the guitar. This is a single note. Red means I play at the bottom of notes on here. So these are just the sets of cues that I'm getting. I'm keeping my streak by following along. But the choices that I'm making are entirely mine. Like what notes I want to play, how I want the guitar solo to sound is completely up to me.
Awesome. And when is it coming out?
Rock Band 4 will be out on October 6th for Xbox One and for PlayStation 4.